Hey, welcome to the home of Black Titanic. Thank you guys for being here. Happy Sunday. Yes. We surely just got through over there with Pinky, the housewife. Just left from over there. Boy, was that some tea she had. Anybody watching me right now? When I go live, if y'all ain't been over there to Pink and the Housewife, y'all need to go over there and hear this tea. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead on and get started because I'm a little tired. I already been sitting for 2 hours over there with Pinky. So say hi to everybody, and then I'm just gonna get started. Hello, Linda Gamble. Yeah, Pinky is answering back. Yes, we had a great time over there. It was a sad time for me because I got a bit emotional. I care. I care about other human beings. My heart is not as cold where I can't feel for people that are victims, you guys. I can't come up here and blame the victim because of they wouldn't handle their problems the way I would have handled. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Everybody don't live that life. That's what we need to know. Some of us actually grew up in a world where people were honest, people that look like you and me. And like you said, a handshake, your word was your bond. So everybody ain't live that thug life or thugged out. So you don't, until you get bit, like I got bit like 2 years ago, that's when you know, oh wow, I gotta go back and rethink this because everybody look like me ain't my kin folks. All right, so Queen Common Sense says, I'm so glad you stated that. Victim blaming has no place with a narcissist. I, yeah, victim blaming. Yes. I just don't want it to get out that those hardworking people were in on with Martell was scamming for insurance company, y'all. That no. I can't see how nobody could listen to that and not have passion in their heart for the victims that was involved. But this just me. But it certainly was not no insurance fraud going on because the woman house was just towed up. Just towed up. That man left that Martell left that house towed down and towed up. And then you gotta hire somebody else to come in and fix it. Then you got to go through all this process in the court for the court to tell you got to collect from Martell Holt's insurance, knowing Martell ain't hardly had no insurance. And then you got to go back to court to get another ruling because he ain't got no insurance. No, those people ain't did no insurance scam with myself, with Martell. No. All righty, you are. Hey, Patricia Alice Robinson. Hi. Robbins. Hi. Queen Common Sisters in the house. She said she's cooking and cleaning during the panel discussion. After the documents were presented, I was triggered by some of the comments. Yeah, I was too. Wow, I was very triggered. I was very triggered, man. If y'all would have saw me, I had looked like a bulldog in the face. Pretty brown, hey babe, my pretty brown eyes. Okay, y'all know, looking at pretty brown eyes, y'all, I just want to say that y'all know that she's a content creator, and all the rest of the content creators, such as Pinky, anybody come through here, Queen Common Sense, all of you guys, uh, uh, content creator, y'all, welcome. And I always encourage my subscriber to, go promote, go patronize other people that are trying to come up. And new potential was, hey, Mary Willis, hi. Sure Howard got me down pat. Grand Rising. Oh, okay, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead on with do the Black History Spotlight. This is about the person that invented the ironing board, y'all. Little simple things in everyday life that we use, So we're using a lot of stuff like the ironing board. We don't even think about I'm ironing on this ironing board. Well, who invented this ironing board? Chances are it was your ancestors. Welcome, everybody. Y'all, welcome. Just kind of chilly in Georgia, y'all. It's kind of chilly to be in February. Usually in February, we have some excellent weather.
Welcome to blackexcellence.com, the site where we share Black excellence, opulence, and affluence. Our mission is to inspire you as we enlighten you.
Sarah Marshall Boone, recognized for improvements to the ironing board. Sarah Marshall Boone was one of the first African American women patent holders and is recognized for the improvements she made to the ironing board in 1892. Along with her three siblings, she was born into slavery in North Carolina and prevented from formal education. Thus, she could not read most of her adult life. Sarah would marry James Boone, a brick mason, and they would settle in New Haven with their 8 children, where she made a living as a dressmaker. She would eventually embark on entrepreneurship by opening a dress shop. Since she was surrounded by stiff competition, she was looking for a way to stand out and make her operation more efficient. She motivated Boone to redesign the ironing board that she was using to make the job of ironing her customers' clothing easier and faster. Her version was a narrow, curved, wooden one that was rotatable, allowing it to fit the left and right side of a shirt sleeve. Boone's modification of the ironing board was also padded and collapsible. In her patent application, Sarah Boone described that she wanted to produce a cheap, simple, convenient, and highly effective device, particularly adapted to be used in ironing the sleeves and bodies of ladies' garments. Frederick Jones, recognized for his invention of the air conditioner for trucks and vehicles. After a challenging childhood, Frederick Jones taught himself mechanical and electrical engineering without any formal education. He would serve in France in World War I as a mechanic, but upon his return, a local businessman named Joseph Numero would hire Jones as an electrical engineer in 1927. Jones was resolved to invent air conditioning for cars and trucks for both the benefit of passenger comfort as well as preventing food from spoiling. His brainstorming resulted in an automatic refrigeration unit that was compact and shock-proof. Jones' mobile refrigeration technology revolutionized the distribution of food and other perishables, allowing food to be transported all over the country, all year round. His invention received a patent in 1942 and would help revolutionize America's grocery industry as well as America's eating habits, making fresh produce available anywhere. Jones and Numero would eventually incorporate a company together called Thermo King to mass produce his mobile refrigeration device. Thermo King would become an international corporation with over $1 billion in annual sales. Ingersoll Brand Company in 1997. For all of his talent and ingenuity, Frederick Jones would go on to earn over 60 patents, and many of his inventions made real improvements to the life and leisure that we enjoy even today. John A. Burr, recognized for his improvement to the rotary lawnmower. John Burr was born in Maryland in 1848. His parents were enslaved and were later freed, but he himself was not able to escape manual labor, since he worked as a field hand during his teenage years, but his talent did not go unrecognized. Wealthy Black activists ensured he was able to take engineering classes at a private school and ultimately able to attend Harvard Business School. After he finished up at Harvard, He moved to Chicago in the 1870s, where he put his mechanical skills to work making a living repairing and servicing farm equipment and other machines. Burr would begin working on the design of a rotary mower. In 1899, he would receive an official patent for his rotary mower, but Burr continued to patent improvements to his design, coming up with innovative ways for mulching clippings, sifting, and dispersing them. Today's mulching power mowers are part of his legacy, returning nutrients to the turf rather than backing them for compost or disposal, thus helping save labor and the environment. John A. Burr held over 30 U.S. patents for lawn care and agricultural inventions. Unlike many early African American inventors who never saw their designs commercialized or never received benefits for their creations, Burr was able to enjoy the fruits of his success and actually received royalties. This provided him with the means to live a prosperous life as he traveled and lectured around the country. Michael C. Harvey, known for his improvements to the lantern. Lanterns have been used for centuries, but Michael C. Harvey, also known as MC Harvey, was an African-American inventor who improved upon it. In 1884, he received a patent in St. Louis, Missouri for improvements he made to the wick razors used in the oil lanterns. The wick absorbs the oil below it, and when the lantern is lit, the saturated wick will burn and give off light. Even though we cannot grant Harvey the title of the inventor of the lantern, we can credit him for making changes to it that would extend the lighting and dramatically improve human lives. Valerie Thomas, recognized for the invention of the illusion transmitter. Valerie Thomas is a scientist who began working at NASA as a data analyst in 1964. While there, she managed a project for NASA's image processing systems and oversaw the development of Landsat, which was the first satellite ever to send images from space. In 1977, Thomas began researching and experimenting on an illusion transmitter, which would essentially create the appearance of a 3D image. She patented it in 1980, and NASA still uses her invention to this day. The device produces optical illusion images via two concave mirrors. Unlike flat mirrors, which produce images that appear to be inside or behind the mirror, concave mirrors create images that appear to be real or in front of the mirror itself. Today, it is in use with some adaptations for surgery as well as the production of television and video screens. Charles B. Brooks, recognized for improvements to the street sweeper. Born in Virginia in 1865,
This is Black Excellent
living in Newark, New Jersey,
Excellent.
and working
This
as
is
a
your
porter
Black
for Movement
History
Palace Car
Spotlight.
Company.
Black
Brooks
Excellent.
began to experiment with the existing street sweeper, confident that he would make the process less daunting and more cost-effective. Unlike the street sweeper patented earlier, Brooks' version was the first self-propelled sweeper that he patented in 1896. His design had revolving brushes attached to the front fender, and the brushes were interchangeable so that when snow fell, scrapers could be attached for snow removed. Later, Brooks also introduced a receiving pan, which collected the swept dirt, carried it along a belt, and dumped it into a receptacle. He also patented a dust-proof collection bag for the street sweeper. Brooks' invention was met with initial success in 1885. Brooks
You are not related.
All right, this is your Black History Spotlight. We have a lot to be proud of, you guys. I wish we would have got this in school. I wish our children would have got some of this history in school. We have a lot to be proud of, you guys. Just think, when I see that rotary lawnmower, I always remind me of Grandpa. That's my grandpa was in the landscaping building, and he used to cut grass with the
Here.
right by Detroit. And so, yeah, that wouldn't be that would
Exactly. Huh.
yeah.
Please. He wouldn't even be doing that. Jumping in women's faces here in New York or anywhere, Detroit or Chicago. He go to Chicago, he in trouble. Period. He ain't gonna do that up there.
That's why I don't have respect for men like that, because my sister's ex is from the South, and he was just, and when I met him, I didn't know what narcissism was, but I didn't like him, and he was threatened by me. And I heard him picking with my sister at the time. I was real protective of her. And I heard him pick, and let's just say the cops were involved. And my egg donor called the cops to have the cops called on me out of jealousy because it was a black man involved. But when I got done, he was hurry up and getting out that house because he always wanted to, get tough with females when it was just certain females, though, not all. And I didn't have respect for him because I said, you always jump tough and beat your chest with certain females. But he tried to get tough on me one day, and let's just. Also, when I get mad, I forget, I black out, and people have to tell me what I did. And I didn't even know that the skin was off my hand until 2 days later when it started burning because I was twisting the door so hard to get it in there, and my sister kept begging me, "Just do it for me, please," because I don't have respect for males like that. You tough with a female. I know I can. I know I can take him. I know I can take Martell. You don't. I wouldn't. I'll be the type. I don't even need. I wouldn't even want a man to fight him. I would want to because I don't have respect for them. Even when the women let them fuss in their faces or whatever, he wouldn't do it with me. He wouldn't. I promise you that.
We keep it old school. Like when men scream on women like that, from
Mhm.
the neighborhood I'm from, we kept hot grits or some
Mhm.
boiling water with orange
Mhm.
peels in it on the stove at all times when we knew that abuser in the family was coming around drunk
Yeah.
or whatever. And
Mhm.
they got a nice bath of whatever was boiling on that stove on low.
Mhm.
You
Yeah,
scream
you
on me
want
and
that.
there's no man around to step in, you
Mhm.
gonna catch a nice sauna out of this pot that's on that
Mhm.
stove.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. You gonna be wearing something real different. So I don't. That's why I said that UPS driver. He was begging me to leave him alone when I was. You want to play? You ain't crazy. I am. But when you ain't crazy.
Okay, let me read this. Robin Love said, "My thoughts and facts. Those mommy instinct kicked in. I believe she was equally disturbed as Hotel. I believe they both are struggling and in need of medical attention." Wow, she must be talking about bed bug or who those mommy instinct kicked in. Okay. I don't. Robin Love. I'm kind of lost. Y'all understand who she talking about?
Those, nope.
Pinky, you awful quiet up there.
Oh, I'm just eating popcorn.
Okay. Okay, Cheryl.
No,
Cheryl, you next. What are you gonna say? And then we're gonna get ready. It's 2 hours and 19 minutes.
you did good,
Yeah,
Black Titanic.
Yeah.
yeah, I agree. Uh, a man that jump in women's faces all the time, they're not all that they're not dangerous to me. Period. I don't. I consider somebody dangerous who jumps in only women's faces, but I've never seen them jump in a man's face.
Mhm.
That just
Yeah.
shows that you're really cowardly, and you feel that the woman is the weaker prey, which is why he do that. Because he feel women are the weaker prey. You know, men are the kings, and they're the weaker prey. They're the peasants. So to me, I don't consider that to me a dangerous person.
And this is what y'all talk. This is Terry Heights, y'all. This is Terry Heights, the one that y'all thinking that is so bad. This is the Terry Heights where Montel say he grew up in here, you guys. There's nothing wrong with the community. Now, most of these people are just working class people. They try to keep their homes up. Now, I remember coming down here on Terry Heights, just across the street. That project been pulled down. It's called, the project is called, I called it Vietnam. Basically, that's where all the happening was at. Probably my tail was hanging over across the street. But this is the Terry Heights district, you guys. This is Terry Heights. As a matter of fact, Margaret Drive, my, we own some homes out here. This is Terry Heights district, you guys. I just want to show y'all what All right, y'all. That's it.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. Okay, you guys. I'm finna get on out of here. All right, Miss Queen. Tell your. Oh, let me turn this off, y'all.
Okay.
Y'all couldn't see it real good. I'm gonna have to run it. I'm gonna have to run it without this thing. Y'all couldn't really see that real good. But it's not the project, y'all. Neither one of those neighborhoods is the projects,
That's a
y'all.
beautiful neighborhood. That's a
Yeah,
beautiful
that's what I
neighborhood.
want to show y'all. Y'all can't listen to nothing that man
No, I don't believe him.
say.
I don't believe him. That's a beautiful neighborhood. Anything that's good to him is bad to him. Anything that's good is bad. Everything that's bad is good. That's how Martell is.
But
Right.
he always wants to color everything that has he in his mind that has done him wrong. It's something wrong and flawed with it or them.
Hmm.
When he is the reason why that he doesn't want to go back. He's the problem. He made that a problem for himself. And
Mm,
those people are making they the worst thing you can do to a narcissist besides leveling up and going no contact is telling them their truth. And they made him face the fire. They made him see what he's done and they ran him out of there. So that's why he's doing a smear campaign on that on that
Hmm.
area. That's all he's doing is a smear campaign. When
Hmm.
in fact he made that area as bad as it was at the time. And instead of just staying quiet or owning it, he wants to smear it. So no, they just told him his truth and ran him up out of there.
yeah, they him and them and that old uncle is. Now that uncle is a lot older than Martell. I mean, that's just that background. That's her side of the family. That's her side of the family. And then she married. No, they weren't married. Martell daddy was a criminal, and then
Mhm.
her side of the family, them brothers was too, because they're the ones that was with in the ATM heights.
Yep, they were.
Her brother, them was yeah, those were Marlene brothers that, and they were
Mhm.
Marlene. It was like a family thing with Martell, and it was I ain't gonna call his name. He the one that was on the show, Inez Wine,
Uh-huh.
him, and then his wife and another young man. Yeah, I don't know who the other young man was, but it was definitely three of them there, three family members there. The other guy wasn't no kin to him.
Mhm. But
Mhm.
that makes sense because whenever there's a narcissistic parent, they always choose the narcissistic child to be their golden child. And
Yeah,
that's how that usually goes. And they for them to be a narcissistic family, that's usually how it goes. That's why that parent or that parent always want her kids, her brood of kids to stay close by so she can control the narrative of her family. And my sibling, all her siblings, I mean my egg donor, all of her siblings are narcissistic. And my siblings are narcissistic too. And that's why I was the black sheep. I was the scapegoat of the family. I was the one that they all came against. So that
Yeah.
makes sense. Hmm.
Mhm. Because
mhm.
mine is like my two older siblings are the
Hmm.
golden children, boy and a girl. Then
Hmm.
there's another boy underneath my oldest brother, my sister, then me. So it's like the youngest boy and me, I'm the youngest girl. We're the
Hmm.
scapegoats.
Okay.
And the oldest boy and oldest girl are the golden children. They're like marionettes, and because we mirrored everything, like when you reflect it back on a narcissist, that's
Hmm.
it. You get the
Hmm.
silent treatment. You don't even exist. Like, they throw away, burn all your pictures. It's like you don't even exist anymore. And
Yep.
that's where I'm at. They isolate, like I'm isolated from everybody. My
Hmm.
mother ruined my relationship with my dad and everything.
Hmm.
Everything. Like
Yep.
nobody will talk to me because I just won't be fake. You can't be fake. You cannot stroke the ego of a narcissist. I never really liked gym rats like Martell anyway, because they're always very vulgar and very overtly narcissistic. They want to be the center of attention. They want everybody looking up to them, and they really just empty, very
Yeah,
empty and shallow.
They're shells. I don't do fake well. And that's why I tend to be more by myself because I don't do fake well.
Yeah,
I've never
Martell
been
makes
able to
me
do that
itch.
well.
He makes me itch. I like season 1, episode 1. Them two, Marceau and Martel, gave me hives immediately.
Oh,
Martel didn't fit
me
in.
too.
Fit in that neighborhood anyway, because I mean, like you said, Miss Black Titanic, there were people there that worked for a living and bust their tail to get what they got. He wouldn't have fit in anyway because the people there work. Martel did not work, and jealous of the people living there who did work and had houses and had nice things. That's probably why they terrorized the whole neighborhood, because they're jealous of the people that lived there.
And try to take away.
What happened.
Try to take away from them. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, I'm finna say goodbye and thank you guys for being here. I enjoyed the whole day. I've been on literally like 4 hours, 2 hours over there with Pinky and 2 hours over here.
You done good.
Yeah, I'm tired now.
You think you're tired.
Yeah. Okay, chat. Love y'all. Oh, wait a minute.
Bye, Miss Black Titanic.
Wait, she said, wait a minute.
I was talking to you, Pinky. Did I have
okay.
anybody? Hold on. Y'all send any cash app or anything? I ain't see. Have you seen any cash app or super sticker I
Let
didn't
me just
acknowledge?
check right quick for you.
That I didn't acknowledge.
Okay, I'm checking right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna look through right quick.
Probably not. But anyway, thank y'all anyway for the cash app. If you did, if you didn't, just thank you for being here and supporting me. Anyway, that's all right, Pinky. I don't think
I didn't see any.
All right. Bye, y'all. Later.
Bye.
Have a good day. Love you.
Have a great day.
All right. Love y'all too.
Pinky.
Thank you, Queen.
Stay away from them narcissists, ladies.